Hey scholars and families, it's Miss Marnon. I just wanted to go over what we're doing in our 6th week of virtual learning. So this is for the Pod D virtual students. So this is for the week of October 19th. Our objective this week is we're going to be subtracting rational numbers. So I'm just going to click in at Monday and get started going over what we're doing this week. So on Monday, we're going to have a Nearpod lesson in class, and there's going to be actually notes in our class notebook that we can keep as we go through the presentation in class. And then there's also going to be an exit ticket and practice in the class notebook. So I'm going to hit next so we can see this is the page for the actual assignment. Here's the link to get to Nearpod. During our Teams meetings, we're going to actually have the codes available. If your student is actually unable to attend the Teams meeting for whatever reason, the Nearpod is right here. They just have to hit login with Office 365. And then when we're doing the lesson, notes are actually in the Unit 2 part of their class notebook, page 6. So I'll show you what that looks like. So if we go to Unit 2, it's going to be page 6. So here's the DIN activity we're going to do in class. Here's the exercise problems we're going to do, and then the independent practice and the exit ticket. So this is all going to be done during class time for notes, but just so that you know, if you need it outside of class time, it's all right there. When they're done, there's going to be a mark as done button. I already clicked it on this one. Looks like this. They should be clicking that mark as done button. For Tuesday, we're going to be doing more subtraction. So it's going to be very similar to the previous day. Monday, we're doing with number lines. And then on Tuesday, we're doing with zero-sum pairs models. So there's going to be a Nearpod lesson. We're going to do it live in class. We're going to get the code in class. If you miss class, here's where we can log in. We have access to the Nearpod right here. And then the pages in our notebook that we're going to be using while we follow along with the presentation is Unit 2, page 7. So I still have that open right here. Here's page 7. So this is what we're looking at with zero-sum pairs model. Students should be familiar. If we put a positive and a negative one together, they add to be 0. So we're going to kind of use this model to figure out how we can use it for subtraction and help us with that. So that's everything for Tuesday. Wednesday is an independent work day. It's asynchronous. So we are actually doing 3 little mini quizzes. So we've already done 7NS1A. That's about additive inverse. And we've also already done 7NS1B. And that is with adding rational numbers. Today we're throwing in 7NS1C. And we're just kind of getting a feel for it. It doesn't have to be really great right now. We're just kind of seeing where we're starting out with the standard. And over the next week or so, we're going to be showing growth in it. So here's the first quiz for 7NS1A. It's pretty straightforward. There's a little review video if they need it. They hit take the quiz. The first question is always a question about how they're doing. And then the next 3 questions will actually be what we use for our data wall. The little quiz for 7NS1B follows the similar format. Hit take the quiz and it starts. And same thing for 1C. When they're all done with that, if they would like, there's an upgrade discussion. So this is how they can earn extra points to old assignments or missing assignments. So there's a little rubric here. They can answer each of these questions for 2 points each. And then each reply to a classmate is 1 point. When they're done with this, they're all done for Wednesday. So I'm going to hit next and take you into Thursday. So Thursday, there's a Nearpod and there's work in the class notebook as well. But the Nearpod's mostly for a video, and I'll show you that. So we're going to be doing the same thing in Teams. We're joining Nearpod. We're doing it live with the teacher. If we are absent, we can hit this. I'm going to hit it now so you can see. So there's mostly just a video we're going to watch. And then this is like a little discussion board so they can post their thoughts, answer a question, hit post, and it posts like a little sticky note. And then just a poll on how they're doing so far. So the rest of the work will be in class notebook. This is Unit 2, page 8. So here's where our DIN from class is going to be. And then we're also going to be taking notes in class using this model about what it means to subtract negatives and positives. After all that's done, there is an independent practice. Instead of independent practice being on our note sheet in the class notebook, it's going to be Canvas so you can get immediate feedback. So it's only 5 points, 6 questions. The first one is a check-in question and then the 5 math questions after it. They they hit take the quiz and get started. And that's it for Thursday. Friday, it's going to be kind of a little quick practice. So there's going to be work in OneNote. So here's the assignment page. It says go to class notebook, unit 2, page 9. And this is exactly what we're doing in class today. We're going over how to do these problems and like these real world situation using subtraction. And then we have independent practice 9. And that's all of our work for the week. We hit take the quiz, we start this. And once your scholar finishes this, they're all done with math for the week.